Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Good morning and afternoon and evening, next day, wherever you are. Good to see you all. Happy Saturday. It's Saturday. And yeah, I just want to give a disclaimer. The dogs are outside in the pen outside my window. So if you hear a lot of barking, it's because Duncan's coming home from the dump. It's Saturday morning, and yeah, we've already had company. My daughter came up to pick something up, so it's just been chaos. But yeah, even when your kids grow up, they still come home and borrow things and all that. So here we are, the dung heap. Yes, it's been a dung heap Saturday morning. Yes, it has. Hello from the dung heap here. So we've got, hey, Kat. Good morning. Good morning. Good to see you. Our friend Joel. Good morning. Hope that today is the best day of your life. Whoa. All right. That I could go for that. Lene. Hey, Lene. Good morning, everyone. Oh, thank you. Good morning, Marilyn Rose. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. Hey, poet. From a poet, Brian Lucas. Good to see you. Hey, George Massey. Hello, hello. And hey, it's Pup Groomer 20. Hey, everybody. So, yeah, good to see you all. Oh, I always say this. Here we are, right? Here we are again. I missed you all yesterday. I wasn't online at all. I do have fiber optic internet now. So I'm really excited about that. And it's really fast. Like I sent some just dog videos to some friends and to my kids, and they went through right away. So I was really, really happy about that. I was like, yes, this is awesome. So I think I'm going to resume the Cult Leaders Toolbox. And that's something that I started. There were just short, like 8 to 10 minute videos. And I started those when I first started my channel, but it was literally taking like 4 to 6 hours to upload those videos that the pre-recorded. So I had to kind of abandon it because it was really, completely tying up my internet. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that again. And of course I'll keep doing my lives, but I really like doing those. And they're just little snippets, of the Cult Leaders Toolbox, which are tactics and different things that cults and cult leaders use to captivate people and sometimes keep them captive. And I think it's a good thing to study, good thing to know. So who else we got here? Um, oh, I think I missed a couple of people. Hey, there's No Talk Tony. Hey, No Talk Tony. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, we got Pam. Hey, Pam. Good to see you. Good morning from snowy Ottawa. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty snowy here. It's more of what they call a dusting. So we got a dusting. Yep, we did. Yeah, so I've been doing mostly solo musings lately, and I am planning on resuming some interviews and some collaborations, some cult collaborations, some deep dives. Maybe going on other channels. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, I've been talking to different people, but I think that lately it's been good to delve into some different principles and things that are kind of on my heart and my mind that I've just been kind of throwing out to you guys and getting your input. And there's been a lot going on. There's a lot of stuff in the SPTV world. And then we've got our real lives, in real life lives as well. And the other day we were talking about the internet and the Wild West, the Wild West of the internet, and how people can overreact sometimes a little bit, and how we all have lives. And I way overshared with y'all about my little procedure I had to do with the Cola Guard and all that, and the UPS guy and the all that. And yeah, I misspoke. the song in the book is not everyone poops, it's everybody poops. So yeah, so everybody poops, everybody's got things going on. And if if we don't stay in touch, it's nothing personal or nothing disastrous. Most likely it's just everybody poops, everybody's got their stuff to do, right? So yeah, but I look forward to being on here. I couldn't yesterday because I didn't have internet for, well, a little while the guy was drilling holes in my house, and the dogs were just going crazy. And yeah, it was just mayhem. It was just mayhem. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Yeah. So, okay, here we are. Oh, get more people coming in. Jen, Jennifer Achia from Ego Next Door. Check out her channel. It's awesome. Oh, hey, Cassie. Good morning. Good to see you. Really good to see you. Yeah, so I want to show you something. I keep saying this. Hopefully, I'll be able to do it a little smoother after Christmas, because I asked Santa for just a cheap monitor to be able to kind of see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. But I'm going to see if I can do this. So, as you can see, the title of this little morning musings is called "Who Can You Trust?" And I'm putting that out to you. Like, who do you trust? Who can you trust in your life? Right? What are some of the things? And this is something I found. Let me present. Sorry, I think out loud while I'm doing stuff. All right, here we go. I think this is it. All right. And share. And Duncan's home. I can hear the dogs. I apologize ahead of time, guys. Okay. So this is called the trust triangle. And it says trust has three drivers: authenticity, logic, and empathy. When trust is lost, it can almost always be traced back to a breakdown in one of them. To build trust as a leader, or in general, you first need to figure out which driver you quote wobble on. And so the three drivers that they have here in this trust triangle are at the top, authenticity, and you're kind of maybe speaking to a person you trust, and kind of in your head, or someone speaking this to you. Authenticity, I experience the real you. And then over to, I think it would be your left, at the bottom, logic. I know you can do it. Your reasoning and judgment are sound. And then across from that is the third point on the triangle, empathy. I believe you care about me and my success. So I'm going to stop screen. Hi, here we are again. Yeah, so I was really thinking about that. And believe it or not, I found this trust triangle thing on the Harvard Business Review website. And it's funny because when I did last week sometime morning musings on critical thinking, I had a little diagram for that. And I found that on Indeed.com, which is a job website, right? And this is a business Harvard, right? Harvard business website, which I thought was really interesting because as a former cult member who was very isolated and really didn't know the correct way to act, the correct language that people use, just everyday things that people just know. I didn't know. And it's been 16 years of like just trying to like get out of my comfort zone and go into the world, and learn and grow and kind of start over, right? And my kids too. I mean, they've taught me things, right? And so it's just interesting. I just thought it was very kind of apropos, like almost, appropriate that these things that I'm finding that I'm looking up and I'm like, oh, what's critical thinking? What's like something that I could put up that would kind of boil down about trust, right? And of course, there's way more nuances to it. There's way more background to it as far as long term trusting somebody. But I want to go through those things, and I'm gonna definitely engage you all and ask you questions, and maybe you guys can challenge me a little bit. But yeah, if you can kind of give me examples, and even, I'm gonna say it, this SPTV thing, I'm hearing so much stuff, and it's like, whew, like I don't know what to think. Sometimes I just don't think about it. I gotta just do my stuff, and not engage every person. You don't have to. If someone asks you a question, you don't always have to answer. You don't always have to make an assessment and a judgment. Definitely not right away. And so it's been, like I said, you know, 2 days ago, about the Wild West. It kind of is the Wild West, right? And so I've been just kind of like hanging back, trying to use, logic, sound judgment, and um reasoning, right? And let me tell you something, guys. I am not an authority on this. Like, this is morning musings, right? Usually comes out of things that I'm struggling with, or that I'm thinking about, pondering, and just, would like to share with you guys and get, you know what I mean? So, at the top of the triangle was authenticity, right? And it says kind of, um, like, as if you're talking to somebody that you are wanting to trust in, or that person is talking to you. I experience the real you, right? Um, yeah, I think authenticity, transparency, that word's been brought up quite a few times, right? Transparency. It doesn't mean you need to spill all the details of your life, but just to be real and authentic. And especially if it's somebody, that you know in real life, or that even a parasocial relationship that somebody you're getting to know, and you trust over time, they prove that to you. If there's a lot of red flags, if there's a lot of like it says in here, wobbling, um, that person's not quite the person you thought you knew. Um, do you experience that real person? Are you letting are you letting people in, even slowly? And this is a good, marker for that, is, should and I think, trust, this is what everybody says, right? Trust is earned over a period of time. And that's very true. And that's why people say that, right? So, are they do they know the real you? Are they getting to know the real you? I feel like over time, when I started my channel, you those that have been following me from the very beginning, a lot of you saw the interview that I did with Kelly. It was around an hour, and I told my story from start to finish. Of course, you can't possibly tell your whole life story in that time. And I told what I was comfortable telling. I mostly focused on the cult and on Marlene Sweeney. You know how I love to say her name any chance I get. So it's gonna get a little crazy in here, I think, guys. I think Dad's home. Sorry in advance. So, I kind of brushed over the fire. I didn't talk about my oldest brother, Buddy, when I was 3. I skipped, kind of skimmed over my wolf child years, my lost child years, that I usually talk, about, like, very minimally. I'm not ready to share that piece yet, but maybe someday I think I will. And I'm being honest. I'm being honest about it. It's like, yeah, here I am. I've been kind of sharing pieces, and I've gotten to know a lot of you in a little bit at a time, right? And yeah, so I talked about, mostly the call in my foster home years, to a degree. And I think that you get comfortable with people, and if somebody is consistent, that and they're, showing pieces of themselves, and you're not seeing a lot of inconsistency, a lot of red flags, a lot of I had a habit of just ignoring those things that make you go things that make you go yeah. I was ignoring those for many, many years, especially in the cult, you know. So yeah. So number one, don't ignore red flags. If you can think of people in your life that have been very true to themselves and true to you, and you feel like you can trust them and know them, think of some of the reasons why, some of the attributes that they have. Another thing is logic. Right. So when I'm talking to a friend that I've known for a while and I feel like they're authentic, they'll tell me if they're upset, even with me. They'll give me constructive criticism in a real way. And the logic thing, it says, I know you can do it. Your reasoning and judgment are sound, right? So you look to at someone and they make sense, right? They make sense, and they might say, "Hey, Marilyn, you might want to think about this," or in a constructive way, not like, "Geez, Marilyn, blah blah blah," where I'm going to get defensive and feel hurt. And I could feel hurt even with the best intentions, and because I get insecure and I'm afraid of rejection, and sometimes I'm a little stubborn. But if it's someone who is a real friend and they really have your best interests at heart, um, they know you can do it, meaning they believe in you and they want to help you. And they're not in competition with you. They're not trying to tear you down. It's not destructive criticism, it's constructive criticism. And when they give their input in something, even if it has nothing to do with you, say, you know, you're you have a friend or some kind of situation that's going on, like even this SBTV situation. I've talked to some people that I've really learned to trust over time. They're like, so what do you think about this? And they'll tell me their logic, reasoning, and their judgment about it. And I'm like, oh, that's sound. That makes sense, right? So you got somebody who shows you their real self. They're authentic, they're transparent, they're real, right? And then they make sense. They have sound judgment. Nobody's perfect. Let me tell you that. Nobody's perfect. And if you have to quote speak into their life, that was another sort of Christian term in a way. But yeah, or admonish. But it's just kind of like a give and take, right? And then this is my favorite. Is the third point on the triangle is empathy, right? It's coming from a place of caring. I believe you care about me and my success. So you know that someone can empathize with you, that if how sometimes you say about somebody like, they get me, they get me, right? I feel like a lot of you get me, right? You understand, you like when I cry, you're not like, "Marilyn, you need therapy, you're still crying." No, you understand why I cry, right? And even if you don't, you're just like, "It's okay." So, yeah, empathy, like, it's coming from a place of caring. And so that's the 3 attributes that I didn't even know that I look for in a friend or in somebody that I trust, and in a leader. Even, in this SBTV thing. A lot of the creators, the bigger channel creators that I've gotten to know some, um, that's like the ones that I've really clicked with. I feel like they're real. They have sound logic and they care. They care. So those are the things that oh, yes, Kelly. Kelly, you are real. You're authentic. I have to look at my note. I don't have to look at my notes. And for 29, you have the soundest judgment of any 29-year-old I know. And probably any 39 or 49-year-old I know too, and beyond. Um, and you care, and I care about you. So she just happened to pop up. So but I'm gonna scroll up. I'll stop lecturing you guys. Oh my goodness! No talk Tony enjoying my morning. Oh, guess what? Me too. Me too. It came. I got a sample. Oh, geez, I got a hair stuck to it. Yeah, I got a sample. It says Mama Bear. Oh, it's got coffee spilled on it. It has little hearts. And then I actually designed that myself. I couldn't believe it. And this Kelly designed my logo. It's got the purple triple C. Oh, and I'll show you something else that came. I guess we're doing show and tell right now. Okay. And I got another mug. And these are all shameless plug in my merch store. And this is, oh, it's a little dark. This camera is so dark. Okay, let's see if you can see it. It's really lighter in real life. It's a purple rose with a purple skein of yarn. It says be true to yourself. And Clara, our friend Clara that designs merch for the SP shop. She's an artist. She's learning how to crochet, which is amazing. Her first projects were awesome. And I don't see her here today, but I'll have to tell her that I showed this. And the other side is again the logo that Kelly made and a little signature. It says Coffee Cults and Crafts. And then you turn it around and it's that. Be true to yourself. Because I always say that to you guys, right? Let's all be true to ourselves. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you something else. I didn't know if I was going to whip this out right away, but maybe I will now, just since I'm doing show and tell. So again, this is a design helicopter made. It says, if you can see it. Oh, let me move the strap. See how big it is? It's huge. You can fit so many crochet projects in this, guys. It says crochet is cool because it is. Gonna let's bring crochet back, and it's so cool. It's not for grandmas anymore, and I will prove that to you because it actually fits. See how long this is? It fits a giant goldenrod. He's not done yet. He's got to have balls, right? And which maybe I'll work on while I'm talking to you guys. And so what I was thinking of doing is, no, I actually am going to do this. I'm going to put a little face on him. This is backwards. Put a little face on him. This will be his hat. This sort of look like a sultan hat or something. Put a little happy face on him, and then maybe on the balls. I don't know why I'm saying. You can say balls, right? I'm going to put SPTV. So that's what I'm working on, and maybe I don't know. That's kind of rude. Okay, I'll just keep him in my lap. Keep him in my lap warm. So yeah, so and his name, I already named him, even though he doesn't have a face yet. His name is Rod, as in Goldenrod, not Rod Stewart. But yeah, I just thought he'll have a little hat and he's snuggable. I'm not going to use the eyes, those hard plastic eyes. They call them safety eyes. I think that would be like too hard, especially this is already pretty stiff, and he could do some damage, like ow, that actually kind of hurt. So I won't put the eyes. I'll just embroider the eyes so they're nice and soft. I probably just lost half my viewers. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I'll just keep it hidden for a while until I'm ready to work on the balls. So, okay, so that happened. Oh, are you guys still with me? Okay. Oh, I hear somebody. Cat, reserve judgment. Yes. Reserve your judgment. Think about things, and I agree. You don't have to make an assessment or a decision right away. Hey, Susie Q, good to see you. Hi, everyone. Good topic, Marilyn. Thank you. Yeah, I think something that all of you can give me input. Oh my goodness. Somebody is not happy. Duncan's got to bring them in one at a time. So the one that gets left behind gets really upset. And it sounds like it's Rocky. Your babies cry. I know his little, where? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank you. No Talk Tony. Make sure you're all still subscribed, as YouTube likes to unsubscribe people. Yeah, I'll kind of like go down 3, up 3, down 3. It's just crazy. That is true. It's true. They like to unsubscribe people. It's just nuts. Hey, Amanda. Good to see you. Very interesting and wise words. Thank you. Well, I didn't come up with those. It was the Harvard Business Review, which I thought was really interesting. Joel, hey, Joel. For me, I trust my gut feeling in my heart. Not always right, but is enough of the time. of the time for me to yeah, right, enough of the time for me to stick with it. Absolutely. Trust your gut. Don't ignore the red flags. Kinda sit back and think about it, you know? Totally. I get it. And that's something that, and I'm not just saying, cults is sometimes, when you're in a group situation for especially for a long period of time, think of peer pressure when you're in school, a corporate situation, an abusive relationship, any type of like groupthink situation, you can kind of learn in a bad way to override that instinct and that gut feeling, and that's not a good thing. So you want to trust your gut, right? And that's another thing too. I think that a good friend does, and a good therapist, not that your friends are therapists, but a good counselor will do, is to draw that out of you instead of telling you what to do or just giving you advice or holding things over you like I can't believe you're going to do that, or it's more like you can give your opinion, but to helping people find their inner person. Like will say to my closest friends, in my kids, whatever you decide, I stand by you because I want you to do what's right for you and go with your gut, you know. I'll never tell somebody, I hope, never tell somebody unless they're doing something blatantly wrong or blatantly that's gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt them or somebody else. There's so many gray areas, right? And if they ask your opinion, you can give your opinion, but just encourage people to go with their gut, and I want people that encourage me to do the same thing. So, Amanda, one thing about the storms we've experienced this last few weeks, some people's more authentic selves were revealed. That's a good point. That's a good point. I think when a crisis happens, yeah, true colors come out, right? And I don't think that everyone's all good or all bad, but there sometimes needs to be a correction when things are going in a unhealthy and bad direction. So I think that things can only be covered up for so long, right? And that's again um, letting someone experience the real you. Um, I think that, I don't know. It's like I don't think people are inherently bad. I think, everyone's authentic self is hopefully inherently good. I don't really believe in the whole sin nature thing, born a sinner, but I think people can get used to doing unhealthy habits and almost like oppressing others with them. And yeah, there comes a time when you may have to we don't believe in disconnection, people, but you may have to take a step back, just for your own mental health and sometimes even safety. So and just thinking for yourself, it doesn't mean they're a bad person, but you don't have to agree with them. And I do agree with you, Amanda, that yeah, times like these, right, do show um some things. And there's been some things that I have, spoken about. I try to be as, you know, gentle. I don't know if that's a good word about it, but I still have said some harsh words too, um, hopefully in a constructive way. Um, I have been listening to people that know a lot more about this situation than me. And again, I'll point you to Liz Gale's live that she did. Was it last week now or the week before now? I can't keep track of the weeks. Yeah, she spoke with a lot of authority and a lot of experience. And I got a lot out of that and learned a lot of things. And it really opened my eyes to some things that I hadn't before, because you really want to look up to people and want to think that they have best intentions. And unfortunately, it's not always reality. And, you know, I, um, I was really much so like very much an idealist, especially when I was younger. And yeah, there's a balance between hoping for the best and but being real about it, being um, a realist too. So From a poet, in my youth, being an empath got me taken advantage of on more than one occasion. Now I temper it with cynicism. Yeah, there's that balance, right? There's that balance. Kelly's an old soul. Yes, she is. Correction, old unwrinkled soul. She's a beautiful soul. Casey, hey Casey, welcome. Kelly Copter is so unbelievably talented. Absolutely is. Absolutely is. Brisby Tales, hey Brisby Tales, good to see you. Good to see you. Kat said, from a poet in the same boat. Now I temper it with extreme caution and a touch of cynicism. Just a little touch of cynicism. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful, right? But not so careful that you can't trust anyone. Yeah, a balance, right? Always a balance. George Massey, Kelly's logo design looks like yeah, that's what I thought. Absolutely. It really does. It's so cool. Yeah, more than I don't I mean, I do ball my yarn sometimes. I've got drawers of yarn that I really should be turning into yarn balls. But yeah, I mostly buy skeins like behind me. Yep. Yay, the bag looks awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I still have my penis in it. I don't know how many times I'm allowed to say penis, but yep, crochet is cool. Crochet is cool. It's huge. I couldn't believe how big it is. I can fit lots of projects in here. Oh, Clearwater Cheryl. Hey. Hey Cheryl, good to see you. Good to see you. The goldenrod is huge. Yes. Yes, Rod is very big. He's a big golden rod. Yeah. Well, great tote for all kinds of stuff. Yeah. There's also a knitting is cool one. Maybe I could design one that has something else on it. Yeah, it is big. It's a pillow too. It's got a lot of uses. You could like use it as sort of like a half body pillow, but also like you could take it on the airplane and just be like this. And when it has balls, I don't know why I keep whispering that. You can kind of lean your head, next to the guy next to you. Just make sure it doesn't flip up because if you do that, then you might hit somebody with it. Like if someone's sitting next to you, yeah, it might hurt. But yeah, that kind of hurts a little bit. But yeah, that's why I'm not gonna put the eyes. I'm gonna embroider the eyes. I'm not gonna put, those really like tough plastic eyes. So George, looks like it does. I thought it was just a golden rod. That is a huge rod. Yes. You can say balls out loud, Marilyn. It's okay. Okay. Oh, Duchess Diana. I just wanted to say good morning, Marilyn. Good morning. It's nice to see you this morning. Nice to see you here. Thanks for coming. Um, the goldenrod could do some damage. Yes. Yeah. I don't remember if it was Kelly or somebody that, like when I mail these out, if I should put like I'd have to get some. I don't want to flash it too much. I'd have to get some like goldenrod colored paper and do like a declare because I was thinking I do declare. I was thinking of like putting SPTV on the balls, and I keep saying I can't just be like on the balls. Like SP on one and TV, and then like a goldenrod sheet with it with him a little happy face. I'll have to work on the face. It's usually the details that take me the longest, like his little salt and hat here. It took me a little while this morning to do it. So, and it's hard to stuff it like evenly too. So I was having to kind of squeeze it and stroke it a little bit. So, geez, these guys, whew, I'm turning red. I'm embarrassing myself. I was in a cult for many years. I like never talked like this, but now I'm just like, yeah, I got my penis and I don't care, right? So Rachel, hey Rachel. Oh my God, I had this minimized on my screen to do a word game and glanced up to see Mr. Rod. Yes. Yes, Mr. Rod is in Goldenrod. Hey Casey, good to see you. There's a Casey and a Cassie. All right, I'm just scrolling down here. Duchess Diana, that was so funny. I didn't expect you to say that. Uh, did I say something? I don't know which part you're talking about. Oh, thank you, Kat. We could use about 11 more likes. Yes, please like if you don't mind. That would be nice. Appreciate that. Duchess Diana, Kelly, the graphic on the bag is so good, isn't it? Amazing. I really think you are going to be a successful commercial artist. There we go. There we go. Um, Michelle, hey Michelle, I'm going back to the beginning. I clearly missed something insightful. Yeah, I pulled up something from the, believe it or not, the Harvard Business website, Harvard Business Review website about trusting, and now we're talking about penises. Yeah, it just spirals down. You know, we just yeah, it just happens. Hmm. Kat, how do you trust your instincts when your instincts have failed you so often? That's a really good question. Yeah, I think for me, it is kind of a growing experience and learning from my mistakes and like talking to other people and things that make sense, like the logic and the authenticity and the empathy I kind of have to have for myself too, right? Like learning to trust myself um and my instincts, using my logic and my reasoning, using like the tools I have to discover who my authentic self is, and also empathizing, like having some grace for yourself, right? Having some understanding towards yourself, and if you screw up, you screw up. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, I lost a bunch of viewers. I guess they didn't like Rod. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Not a bunch, maybe 5, but I'm sorry about that, guys. Okay. Hey, Casey, I've noticed on my Roku YouTube app that when I got the channel info, it has a button that says subscribe for channels I'm already subscribed to. And if I press it, then I unsubscribe. Really? Oh, that's weird. I don't know what YouTube's doing. It's just crazy lately. Ooh, this is interesting. Uh, Jen says, Kat, what feels you isn't the instinct part of you, it's the trauma response part of you. Hmm. That's interesting. That kind of makes sense. Yeah. Um, I have to blend it with logic, I think. Makes sense. Yep. Kelly, hey Kelly. Sweetheart. No talk Tony. I'm an empath, so a lot of times I get overwhelmed by the feelings of others, whether good or bad. I have had to learn to protect myself, my empathy from those who are not being true. Mm, yep, that makes a lot of sense. And beware of those narcissists because they like feed on it, right? Um, yeah. And sometimes you do have to do no contact, you know, if someone is truly gaslighting you or truly making you feel uncomfortable and you're not seeing authenticity, they're not making sense and they're not understanding where you're coming from, right? That's the opposite of what we're talking about. So yeah. Hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Good to see you. Hello, hello. And RSM. Morning, beauties. Morning, RSM. Good to see you. I love when I see handles that I haven't seen before. I love that. And I love people that are here a lot, like Amanda. Good to see you again. Another important thing about gut feelings in these parasocial relationships, we don't see facial expressions, which is an important contributor to that gut feeling. That is a really good point. And honestly, well, I mean, other creators, I do see their facial expressions a lot, on screen, but also I do video call with quite a few of them and gotten to know them. But yeah, I can see what you mean. Each other, like people that are in the chat or Facebook Messenger. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Because facial expressions and body language can tell you a lot. Although I don't rely on those because, as you know, a lot of you know, well, that was something that was brought up a lot with the video that the Aftermath board had, oh, people were like, they looked cold or they had weird body language or, oh, look at that. They just seem so. That's not really what I looked at. Is I could see pain, I think, in their eyes, but maybe I couldn't even see that. I don't know because you're not the thought police. I'm not the thought police. I don't know what they're feeling or thinking, but I do judge by actions and words. So that's what um, I had to go on. Yeah. Diana said, "Oh, am I really far behind?" Oh, I guess I am. Liz Gale is great authority and experience. Good description of her. She seems to take very good care of herself. Yes, I hope she does because she deserves it. She deserves it. Oh no, you're not. You're not late, Miss Sunrise Dawn. You're fine. Oh, and look who else is here. Barbara, Tampa Bay man. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. Good to see you. This is interesting too. Cat at Jen. I may be dropping on your conversation because it's so interesting. This is what I'm referring to. The trauma response in me makes me afraid to listen anymore because I don't know what's my instinct and what's trauma response. Yeah. Yeah. That's I'll have to ponder that. Well, maybe we could do another like a morning musings on that. I did do one on I called it the four F's of trauma response, the fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. And yeah, sometimes your first instinct or your first well, it is an instinct, right? Your first response, and it could be because of your the trauma and your background to do a certain thing. Um, to me, I feel like again having that grace for yourself, and I almost hate to use the word grace because that was another word that was all messed up in the cult. But yeah, having some understanding for yourself and where you're coming from, and if your response isn't really appropriate at the time, it's okay. Learn from it, and you can, yeah, be kind to yourself about it. It's definitely a process, and you don't have to give your trust away to anyone. It's a decision, and yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about it because it's been an issue with me. Like even lately, I'm like, oh my god, like who do I trust? Like, and then I almost have to kind of center myself and be like, okay, I don't have to respond right now. I can take some time off and really think about this and just pull into my circle of friends and family members and colleagues, keep confidants, the people that I know over time that I've been able to trust. You know. Oh, Joel, everyone makes mistakes. The test is what what do you do about it and how do you react? Doing nothing says a lot. Problems don't just go away. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Again, there's that balance, right? There's the kind of centering yourself so that you can respond in an appropriate way. And then there's that like silence is consent thing. I don't do that. I don't like to do that. I have done it and maybe I still do sometimes, but there's something in me that won't allow me to just go with the flow anymore as far as if I don't believe in something, I'm gonna try to do it in a kind way as much as I can, but I'm gonna talk about it and I'm gonna let you all talk about it, right? And that might be controversial, but I want this to be a safe space. So, oh, there she is, Liz Ferris. Sorry, I was on a call, I missed the start. That's okay, honey. I'm just glad you're here. Thanks for coming. Everyone's saying good morning to Liz. You keep cracking me up. I got my paint. Yeah, it's sitting on my lap. Keep my lap warm. It's a little bit cold in here. It's a little bit cold in here today. But for anybody just coming in, sorry. I got this new bag that Kelly designed. It says crochet is cool because I think it is. I'm bringing it back, not just for grannies anymore. And yeah, I've got my, I'm going to put a face on him. Like I said earlier, this is Rod. I'll put this down so you can see it. This is Rod. He's pretty big. He's going to have some appendages here, some balls. I think they're going to say SPTV. And then up here, this is his hat. It looks like a Sultan hat, and I'm going to put a happy face on him. So yeah, this is Rod, is in Goldenrod, not Rod Stewart, and he fits perfectly. I was worried that he wasn't going to fit my bag, but he does. The bag is so wide. I think Rod's going to be about 18 inches, maybe. I haven't measured him yet, but I have made some and those were 18 inches. I sold those for Valentine's Day last year. So good question. What are you planning on doing with Rod? Unless I don't want to know. No, I'm going to send this to a friend that I'll see if you guys can guess. She wears the color goldenrod all the time. And yeah, and we talked about it, and I told her about my crocheted rods that I do for Valentine's Day, and she picked out a color from my skeins, and this was like the perfect color. It doesn't really show the brightness on this camera because everything's so dark, but it's a pretty good goldenrod color. So I'll let you guys guess who I'm going to send it to, and I think I'm going to make more. I'm going to make more. I remember reading someone was crocheting a penis and my brain didn't process it. Oh, sorry. Marilyn, you're killing it with a rod usage tutorial. I've been sick. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better, honey. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Oh, he keeps saying it. Is that all you have to say? You come into my chat, and the first thing out of your keyboard warrior. The first thing out of your keyboard is balls, ball. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Balls, 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 balls. Yeah. And now I'm gonna really get demonetized. Hold up the peace sign and the rod so fireworks. It doesn't work on mine. I don't have that fancy stuff like Steamo does. Yeah. I will try to figure that out. Jen, maybe the rod could just stay plain, but then you could add a little rod ring. Oh, with SPTV written. I don't know. I think this is bad enough because I put enough detail on his Sultan hat. So I thought, yeah, I kind of like the idea of a hat of his face, and then because it just seems more friendly. Like this just seems so like I don't know, kind of, and yeah, or he could be used as. I keep hitting myself with that. I don't know why. I just was. It does kind of hurt a little. It kind of jars my brain a little bit, guys. But yeah, that's definitely why I'm not going to put the plastic safety eyes. So I have to figure out how to embroider them on. So, wow, I'm having too much fun with this. Howdy, Steve-O. Is it snowing at your house in Colorado? Yeah, you're both in Colorado. Hey, Clearwater Cheryl. I love me some Clearwater Cheryl. Cheryl, are you still in here? I showed this the other day, and I don't know if you left or not, but she made me this. This is my own personal body thing, and I want to show you guys something. Like, she is an amazing crocheter. I'm just saying. See if I can get the details. Yeah. So look at how like intricate, like does her, oh, can you see it? It's got to focus. There it is. See how perfect her stitches are? And she gave it like kind of dirty blonde hair like mine. I love it. It's so cute. And even where she attached the head, it is so uniform. So I just wanted to share that. I just thought that was so cool. I'm going to keep her next to me. So yes, thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Hopefully you saw that. Stiff is good. Yeah. It took me a while to try to, I'm being very serious about this, guys. It took me a while to try to really stuff it like firmly and evenly. And once it has the balls on it, I keep whispering it. I think it'll stand up on its own because I like right now it's on my desk. Look, Ma, no hands, no hands. And like maybe I can do it on my computer, see if it'll stand up. Oh, it did. It worked. It worked. It stands up on its own. And then I keep hiding him because I don't know. It just seems like I don't want him too long. I just feel like that's rude. Wow, a great tote for all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I could have a major mom purse with that. Totally. Totally have that. Oh, what happened? It ended up going all the way up. Okay. Where did I leave off? There it is. Oh, right. Drink when yeah, my coffee's getting cold, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna drink a little bit of it with my Kellycopter logo mug. And Mama Bear. So we totally got off topic, guys. But we can bring it around again. But it's really fun to talk about goldenrod. Hey Shanty, good to see you. Glad I didn't miss the entire live chat. No, you didn't. You didn't. Not much snow yet, but cold. Oh, yeah. Wednesday morning. Oh, there he is. Duncan Honig. He went to the dump and the bank, and yeah, thanks for the boys. I call my son's boys, and now I'm calling the dogs the boys. Um, the boys, the puppies weren't too bad. Authentic. Yes, we want to be authentic. We want us to be authentic. We said we trust. You want a person you can trust being authentic, and you want a penis you can trust to be authentic. Just saying. Yeah. There's a penis you can trust. I am just so I said that, and I'm starting a couple things because I really want to read. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cat story. Yes. We should have like segments. Like Joel, do you think you can? I don't want to put pressure on you, but if we can do like cat story time, we pretty much do, right? Pretty much do. But I love cat stories. Cat story part 1. I have told some of you about our newest member of the family, Rodney. Maybe I should name this. Well, no, I don't want to name this goldenrod Rodney after your cat. What do you think, guys? Golden Rodney. Anyways, I'm sorry. That was I bet I should just hit myself with this thing again. Um okay. Member of the family, Rodney, 14. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was 14 years old. His owner passed, had not made plans for him. His medical issues as well as age. I knew what would happen to him. It would be the end. Oh, I was not going to let that happen. The lesson in this is don't let this happen to the ones you love. That's right. Make arrangements for them. Do it today. Absolutely. Yeah. Don't leave your people behind or your fur babies, your pet people behind. That's right. Make plans for them. Thank you. Yeah. Amanda, as HG Tudor says, when you know, you go. Empaths have to distance themselves from narcissists. I believe that. Yep. I do believe that. There we go. Sorry about that. That's right. Yeah. That guy kind of scares me, but I'm very intrigued. Like he makes a lot of sense. He makes a lot of sense. And doesn't he have this narcissist evaluation test that you can plug in things and see if someone's a narcissist? I think it costs money. But yeah. Coffee is good. Absolutely. Coffee is good. Yep. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to click here. Um, okay. I'm in one of those weird valleys that gets it before everyone else. Just stay warm out there. Yeah, we get a lot of snow here too before anybody else does. Oh, here's part 3. Yay. Part 3. Part 3. Every year over 100,000 pets end up in I didn't know that. End up in shelters or worse. Together we can stop this. Plan ahead. Anything can happen to you. They trust you to do it. Thanks for letting me rant. Anytime, Joel. Anytime. And it's not ranting. It's not ranting. George Massey. Does that come with batteries? Oh my God. Ouch. You know, maybe like a one of those massaging pillows. Like, I mean, that might feel good. Like if you put it behind your head and it was massaging and you're resting, resting your head on the balls. And yeah, that's not a bad idea. It's really not a bad idea. I know I'm being super serious about this. It's still in the research and development, the R&D uh, phase, right? So I can get all y'all's input, right? And if I do put a battery in it and I get rich, I'm gonna give you a slice, George. Oh yes, that's right. It was Laura. Am I that far behind? Sorry, guys. That's right. Oh my goodness. Oh, I missed that part. Where add some lights. That is so funny. Um, I can't find it again. Oh, wait. I can't find it where poet says, "Ain't no telling what Laura will do with that." She's definitely gonna show everybody, I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm trying to star some of the more serious comments too. Oh, what did you say, Steve-O? Did I already read it? Oh boy. You being naughty. You can be naughty as long as you're nice too. The golden ring would sit at the base for the balls. You just want to say balls. Oh, there you are. You saw it. Oh, yay. Yeah, because I showed it the other day and I was showing everybody the detail. And it's so uniform and tight and really good. I I was so proud of you. I just think you're amazing. And I love all the other ones you did. You had 'em around that little tea party table, and that was so fun to do a collage for Coffee Cults and Crafts group. It was so cute. It was so cute. Um, let's see. Every time I see a Facebook post, I think that would be great and Triple C page. Then I see that it's on. Wait, then I that is on CCC. I'm totally not crafty. Oh no, you don't even have to do crafts to be in that group. Everybody has some type of like outlet or anything can be a craft, honestly. I think anything that you create, like anything that you do, that, is like a pastime, like podcasting. I always tell people like if they interview me or I'm talking to somebody who's like a podcaster, that's a craft, right? YouTube, it's a craft. Um, pretty much anything can be a craft. Can be your specific craft. The earnestness of this rod. It's serious business. Like I said, we're in the R&D development of all this, right? It's a great sign when a rod stands up on its own. Yeah. Yep. It's got to stand up on its own two balls. Yep. I know we're having too much fun. Having too much fun. All right, I'm just scrolling down, trying to catch up here. Okay, add some lights. I got that. Research is good. That's right. Oh my God. Okay, so this is my friend Doug, guys. Say ever say hi to Doug. He's my friend in in real life, true life. And Doug, you know how I crochet, and last year you know our friend Tanya, and some of the other friends that I crocheted these giant penis pillows for Valentine's Day, and yeah, so now I'm making golden color ones because we do cult talk here, right? And Scientology has this thing called a golden rod, which is like this piece of paper, and it's like a golden rod color. And it basically says that the person is a bad person, kicks them out of the organization, and does like really nasty things to try to defame them, uh, disconnect from their families that stay in Scientology, all that shit. So this is sort of like a big fu to Scientology and Tom Cruise and L. Ron Hubbard and David Miscavige that took over and all that. So yeah, so I'm making the golden rod, calling him Rod, or maybe Rodney, I don't know. Um, so yeah, so that's him, and he's gonna have some balls, and this little kind of community, YouTube community, they call it SPTV because when you get an SP declare on goldenrod colored paper, that's what you're called, a suppressive person. So we're giving our friend Doug a lesson, a Scientology lesson, right? Anti-Scientology lesson. So yeah, so I'm gonna put a little face on him. I'm gonna put SPTV on the balls, and if you'd like me to crochet you one, Doug, I can drop one off to Monica. She might, does she need one? Just asking. Monica's his wife. So now I'm behind. So I have no idea. Who knows what Doug is going to say to that? Of course, he would pop in when I says rest your head on the balls. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I just can't read very well. I know what you were trying to say now, but uh, that's fine, Duchess Diana. I'm having a hard time scrolling today. The posting on Triple C Facebook are wonderful. Yeah, there's so many talented people. They're awesome. And I love the little memes and the jokes and people just kind of sharing their lives. I love that. Yeah, goldenrod. Yep. A plonka. Yes. Dirty Doug. Yes, this is Dirty Doug. My so he plays guitar. He's a little bit mature older gentleman, and my sons love him. And yeah, sometimes he'll stop by, sit on our porch, and well, my boys don't live here anymore, but yeah, um, tell them dirty jokes, what they laugh at, so they call him Dirty Doug. Yes, this is so true, Kat. At Rachel, I know what you mean. Being in the Bible Belt makes talking about anything risque. Yes, I still get like red in the face, and yeah, it was very puritanical. You know, that's what Doug has to say about that. LOL. There'll be a quiz later, Doug. I want to know what you learned about the golden rod and the suppressive person declare. So yeah, so I haven't done any crocheting. How long have we been on here? We've already been on for an hour. I had a couple things start. I just want to go over, try to tie it back to the subject matter of who you can trust. Um, and oh, I'm so sorry. This is a while ago, but atypical Paul going through very hard stuff. Need positive vibes. Sending positive vibes, and I saw that our friends here are sending good vibes, and I hope everything works out. I really, really do. Um, Shanti said, I find that in order to change an unwanted behavior, reaction in yourself, you need to be gentle / kind with yourself. Beating yourself up doesn't usually actually help to make changes. Absolutely. Yeah. I totally agree with that. Definitely. Duchess Diana, I missed your parasocial relationship. Would you define it again for me? Sure. And everyone can give their input too, because we've been talking a lot about that. So I like to when I look up a subject, I like to kind of go back to the roots of it. And the first time, it's not parasocial relationships are not a new term. It dates back to like the mid 50s, and I can't remember what personalities or what I can't remember who coined the phrase, but it was basically talking about the modern rise of media in 1956 was like radio, TV, and movies, right? And the parasocial relationship back then was said to mean like a fan or as Kat pointed out the other day, which was derived from fanatic, right? Um, a kind of one-sided relationship between a performer or an actor or some type of celebrity and their fans, right? And the fans would know everything about the actor or performer, but not the other way around, and they would think that they knew them because I remember like um when I was a teenager, I used to sneak, those teen magazines and stuff, and I would like Tiger Beat and stuff, and I wasn't allowed to have those. And I loved Rob Lowe, Ralph Macchio, well, Tom Cruise, um, who else? Uh, Matt Dillon, all all everybody in The Outsiders, right? Because that was like the first like kind of like no teen movie that I saw. Wasn't even that bad. But yeah, I actually saw it at school, which is really funny. I think my study hall teacher showed it to us. So yeah, I loved them. So I'd sneak those magazines, and I would listen. I'd be like, "This is this one's favorite color. This is," and you think you know them, right? But yeah, so that's kind of where it started from. It's definitely evolved over time. I mean, I have some relationships that I feel are very meaningful that would be considered parasocial because it's mostly online, but and I hate to name drop Kelly all the time, but I do talk to her like pretty much every day. Yeah, I feel like I really know her and trust her because we actually meet face to face on screen, and we share our lives with each other in a lot of ways, like just gotten to know each other. So I think there can be meaningful and lasting relationships. We are planning someday, hopefully soon, to meet in person. So things can evolve that way. But the reason I brought it up was other, you know, I started talking about it before this happened, but this um, a certain creator scheduled a live, and this has happened with several creators over the course of like 6 months that I've been around. Yeah, they scheduled it, and it's they never showed up to. It was a Q&A, and people can get a little bit um fanatical. Yeah. And I think it was just something that we talked about in order to kind of, again, pull it in and get grounded and think about it and talk about it. And another aspect of it that I thought was really important to talk about was how I had heard, several people or seen several people write that some days this is the only contact they really have with the outside world is SPTV. So I take that very seriously, and I take that as like a responsibility to be authentic, to have sound judgment in the things I say, and to empathize and to really care as much as I possibly can about you all through the screen. And no, this wasn't about Alex. Yeah, that was another one where there was a what do you call that, wellness check. There's been other creators that just forget, they fall asleep. Alex fell asleep, and he had the police knocking on his door. I don't know how it is in London, but somewhere in like LA or Boston or New York, that could be kind of dangerous. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what we were talking about is just this whole world of it's very new to me. I don't know all the acronyms of I have to ask my kids what things mean. I've been called things by a certain troll. The mug is up there. Yeah. And I had to ask my kids. Well, I didn't have to, and I did. They're like, "Oh, mom, oh my God, where'd you hear that?" Like, on the internet. They're like, "Mom, stay off the internet." I'm like, "Well, how do you know what it means?" So, and they're all in their 20s. They're all in their 20s. But yeah. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you mentioned cat stories earlier. Yep. I have 15 cats. Oh, wow. All rescues. Lots of stories here. Between the cats, the dog, and 4-year-old, it's never boring. I can imagine. I can imagine. I'm kind of living vicariously through all y'all's cats because I really wish I could have a cat, but Duncan's very allergic to cats. And so is my son Carter is too. But I got 2 puppies and they're enough. That's the Brat Pack. Yes, I loved me some Brat Pack. Yep. And, Emilio Estevez, who else is part of that? Yeah, I loved them. Love them, love them. Yep. Joel McCoy, Miss Sunrise Dawn, as a rescue worker, I must thank you. Animals need people like you. Your love is so important. You're a big part of the solution to it. Thanks for the love you show. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, I love to kind of weave in our lives, talk about cats. Let's talk about cats, baby. The other day I named my midnight musings. Let's talk about sex, like SECT. So we talk about sex, we'll talk about cats. Yeah, everything. Talk about goldenrods. Yep. Oh, he needs to be straightened out. Sorry. That looks awkward, but yeah, want it nice and straight. But yeah, it's hard to work on like while I'm talking to you, like intricate details. More, I usually start a project, and I can do a little bit of crocheting. Amanda has 2 cats, litter mates. Couldn't separate the brothers. Yeah, I understand that. Recently added them to my avatar pic. Oh, cute, cute. Brisby Tales. My squirrels are a major part of my healing. Oh, you have squirrels? I love squirrels. They're so cute. I have I don't know if I have one of my tags. Um, I drew a squirrel because we have a lot of squirrels in Vermont for my logo for Handmade in the Holler, which is actually my little crochet, business kind of thing. And I drew a little squirrel, and I haven't really sketched anything in a while except for that, but that was really fun to do. So, yeah, guys, so I'm making a round this time. Instead of a cylinder, I'm making balls. So that's what I'm starting on now. So you all can be part of that. We have babies found orphan. Aw, we don't have squirrels in New Zealand. So weird coming from the US. Yeah, we don't have, what do you have in New Zealand? Is okay, this is going to sound really silly. Are kangaroos just a Australian thing? Just wondering. Yeah, I'm very interested in what kind of animals you have in New Zealand. This is always really hard to start one of these magic circle circles, because it's you gotta start it tight so you don't have a big hole in it. So just telling you guys. Okay, I had to count for a second. Yep. Duchess Diana said, "I miss my mom very much. May she rest in peace." And she and I had a game. The game was that every time you see a cat in a basket, that oh wait, let me put it up because it's scrolling up. Oh, every time you see a cat in a basket, you yell "kitty in a basket." She just had a really funny sense of humor. Kitty in a basket. Yeah. Um, we took a stray. Okay, Miss Sunrise Dawn. We took in a pregnant stray and her brother a couple of years ago with the intention of rehoming the kittens. She had 5, but one didn't make. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2.5 years later, the other 4 are still here. Wow, I love that. Yes, Australia. Right, Australia has kangaroos. Yeah, I just wonder what they have in New Zealand. Um, aw. So every time I see Tommy hold up his cat in the basket, I yell "kitty in the basket." Makes you think of her. Aw, that's awesome. May she rest in peace. Yeah. We don't have snakes and no predators. Wow. Wow. Oh My goodness, really? Workaholic panda. Good morning, cuddling with my 2 palms. You have 2 palms too? So do I. They're not cuddling with me right now though, because especially my big one, Apollo would be like, rah. Yeah. Um, aw, I want to go cuddle with mine. I am gonna do that in a little while. Definitely. Chilly San Diego morning. Wow. I've heard San Diego has like the best weather though. Like the most kind of stable weather. Yeah, so yeah, we're pretty much caught up, guys. So I I wanted to just, kind of reiterate a little bit of what we were talking about. If anybody else has any more input into what we were saying, it was just basically talking about who who we can trust. And I put up something from the which I laugh about it, but it's not it's actually makes sense to me, from the Harvard Business Review website. And it was the trust triangle. And at the top was authenticity. I can't say it. Authenticity, experiencing the real you, or experiencing the real person, that someone is authentic and real. That's, something that helps to build trust over time, right? Uh, they have logic. I know you can do it. Your reasoning and judgment are sound. So someone that makes sense, right? Someone that has reasoning skills, and makes sense to you, can give you sound input, right? Empathy. I believe in you, and I believe that you care about me and my success. That I think that's so important, because like, and I thinking of the people that I trust the most. And I know, I feel like I no, I do know like who they are, because I've spent time building their trust, and they spent time building my trust. So I know them. Thinking about my husband, I'm thinking about some of my good friends, even some of my parasocial friends. I hate to call them parasocial friends. They're just friends. They're my friends. Um, and logic. So you have somebody in your life that's real with you. You know who they are. And they make sense. They speak truth. They speak into your life. And you feel like the judgment is sound. They're not like woohoo, whoa, come up with crazy ideas. Although I do like a crazy idea once in a while. I do like a kind of a little bit of a crazy friend, but as long as they're also, you know, able to tone it down when it's appropriate, right? And empathetic, somebody who gets you. Because if you have somebody, and I'll use this example again. I mentioned her the other day. My frenemy in a way, that I had in the call. It was Marlene Sweeney's niece, and she was real to the point where she was just fucking mean. She was just mean. Like, "Oh, I don't care what you think, blah, blah, blah." And she would speak into your life, right? Quote, admonish you, but it was just mean. And you know what? She didn't give a rat's ass what I thought. She really didn't care. So I'm getting mad. That's just thinking about how she treated me burns my biscuits, because I would be just so trying to be understanding and loving towards her. And she just didn't care. And she kind of would just look down on me and make me feel like crap, right? And didn't understand where I was coming from, didn't care to understand where I was coming from. So with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? So yeah, somebody could seem real. They could be real, right? They could be real. Like, I think it was that Amanda said sometimes people's true colors come out, right? Her true colors came out. She was not very nice, and she was being real, but to a mean degree. Is that that's a thing? Like, just to like, yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna tell you like it is, and just have no compassion, no empathy, and her reasoning was flawed too, because it wasn't coming from a place of constructive criticism. It was destructive criticism. So yeah, so that's my spiel about that. Like, things that burn my biscuits. Yeah. Oh, the weather here. Yes, let me put that up, because I've always been fascinated with San Diego. Yes, the weather here is amazing. Don't tell anyone. It's already crowded here. Okay. We won't tell anyone. That is a good point. Okay. I think I saw something else I missed. Oh, thank you, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Don't forget to rock slam that like button. Yes. Make sure you're subscribed to see more of Fabulous Maryland. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, Pat. Oh, there you are. Hey, Pato. That's okay. Pato. Like I called Steve-O and Chado. I'm going to call you Pato. Is that okay? That's awesome. Thanks everyone for coming. I did miss you all yesterday. Yep. Aw. That Duchess Diana, seeing you is a nice way to ease into the weekend. I feel the same way about you all. So good to see you all. Yes, she was quite unpleasant. Quite unpleasant. Just this, entitled little she thought she was a debutante, but she wasn't. Yeah. Duchess Diana says sometimes it's not about you, it's about the other person. Yeah. Oh, yikes! Sounds like my mother. Yeah, yeah. Um, I'll have to ask you if they have the same name. Yep. Sorry, my nose itches. Ugh, it's weird. I'm just scrolling down. Oh, there's Joe. Hey, Joe. Good to see you, honey. Good to see you. Duchess Diana, I've never been to California, but I'm looking forward to visit someday. I would love to also. California sounds wonderful. Yeah. Steve O said San Diego is my favorite place to visit. Favorite place of vacation. I want to go to San Diego. Aw, thank you. Workaholic Panda, you're a special person, and that wacko didn't know she had a hidden jewel like that. Thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, I really tried with her, but even now, once in a great while, she'll message me on Facebook and I just kind of cringe. And I don't know. It always just seems like she has some agenda and it just doesn't make me feel good, you know? So I get a sip of water real quick. Sorry, my camera gets all blurred when I move around. Hopefully that'll be fixed soon, I hope. Yeah. Denver Steve-O, great topic today, Marilyn. Who we can trust is something we all need to think seriously about. Yep, I agree. I totally agree. Oh no. I'm not laughing at you, Steve-O. Okay, everybody. Let's do this. All right, Marlene Sweeney, don't trust me. Well, at least you admit you can't be trusted. And I think just for old time's sake, we need to do this. Yes. So Marlene, hello. Hello, Marlene Sweeney from the Dung Heap. And here we go. So everybody, we need to keep hydrated, right? So everybody drink. Everybody drink. And I pretty much escaped from Marlene because of this, because of being a mama bear, because she was mean to my kids. Really super bad. But nice to see you, Marlene. I'm going to take you down in more ways than one. That was great. That kind of made my day. Oh my God. That was too funny. Too funny. Yeah. Oh, I can't think of a better way to end this than telling Marlene I was going to take her down. Oh, Cheryl, love you guys. Got to go take care of Dad. Good to see you. Take care of your dad. You're a sweetheart. Yep, that's what it's all about. So, all right, guys, this was really fun. I hope it was entertaining, educational, all that. And I'm not um, I'm not sure what we'll talk about tomorrow. I think I probably will do a morning musings, maybe a Sunday fun day. Maybe I'll drag my husband in here. Well, we'll see. And if you guys got any suggestions of things you want to talk about, um, things you want me to ponder or study on. Thinking of doing some more cults. I have some interviews coming up. I don't want to give them away because I'm not positive when or who or how, but got things going on. So yeah. So hope to see you tomorrow. And oh, let me read this. I just popped up Joel. Been wonderful being with you all. It helps to restore my faith in humanity. For this, I say thank you. May all of you have peace, happiness, and joy. Love that. Love that. More than okay. Yay. Thanks, Marilyn Rose. Have a good day. Oh, Violet, I have to watch on replay. Good to see you all. And we'll see you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.